thank Warrant Officer Johan and his colleagues here today to give us some information and to help us against cattle theft and what to be wary about and what we can do. Dankie Johan, thank you.
Okay, so basically, like I said, when you discover that some of your cattle or sheep or something was stolen, first thing to do is most of the guys, they go into the kraal and they walk all over and they immediately start looking for their stuff. First thing you do is you phone the police, let them open a docket. Then if the police arrives on the scene, ask them to phone the standby member of stock theft so that we can come out as well. The reason for that is we make use of the dog master to check for spoors. He lifts the spoors for us. He can, if there's a trail, he can follow it. And yeah, what else?
So it's important to quickly get that case number and then put it on the group, give it to Fundile or to Victor or to Stone or somebody that can quickly phone me. And so that I can phone you, Johan. So that is important to be quick.
Basically, they must phone 10111 or Utenhage Police Station because we don't open the docket itself.
No,
we only do the
but you need the case number to...
But we need a docket first. They can phone us, we can go. While they're busy writing the docket, we can do our investigation.
But you need the case number.
But we need the case number, so they must.
Yeah, and I think...
Because it happened in the past where we did the whole scene and then 3 days later there's no case.
Yeah, then everything falls flat.
Yeah, so yeah, that and what was I wanted to say now? Yeah, well that's basically as soon as possible. Open a case, let the people come out so that we can do our investigation, do the follow-up. That's what I wanted to say. In Sunfontein, I had now 2 or 3 occasions where you get there and then the guys can't speak English or Afrikaans. So now we're sitting with a problem. I told those guys they must get 3 or 4 people that if the police comes there, one of those guys must immediately, although it's not his cattle or sheep that was stolen, he must go to assist so that we can understand each other. Because that's a problem. Then phones. Those people, the one case, I think it was your one, where the guy was in his house, he saw the people get over the fence, took the goats and walk away, but he didn't have a phone, so he couldn't, and he went back to sleep the next morning. This was 2 o'clock
There by Mimi's?
No, Sunfontein.
Oh, Sunfontein.
The next morning, 8 o'clock, he then went to report this thing.
Yeah, so it's important for our farmers, our herd, yes, of essence, yeah.
As soon as possible. And like I said, don't go and look for the goats. Let the dog master come there and you will go see if there's spoors, because the people go over the spoors and then you can't lift the spoor. The other thing also is if you can see a spoor and it's a nice spoor, you can take like a box or something to cover the spoor, because wind, rain, if the wind starts to blow strong or it starts to rain, immediately the spoor is gone. You can't use it. Like it must be a box.
Not something flat on the spoor.
Yeah, the one guy I asked to put a box over and he put the scaffolding plank on top of the spoor. Spoor was gone.
Yes.
So definitely, and then they can, if they place the box over the spoor, they can just take sand and cover the box on the outside so that the wind can't go underneath.
Yes.
And maybe put a stone or something on top heavy so that it stays in place, because if you cover it like that, we can come 2 days later and the dog master can still lift that spoor if it was properly covered. Yeah, like I said, that's basically it when it comes to the crime scenes.
Unless for the members that additions.
Something you guys want to add that I missed?
No, actually, all the points there. What I was thinking about is regarding the following up also. When we maybe come to the crime scene and you tell us, no, so this person and this person come to the farm. You see, now the thing is, you know who can come to the farm. So when there's some stranger there on the farm, you must ask him what that person is doing, what is his name, where is he from, you see. Because now the thing is, when we come to you and you tell us no, there were strangers here at the farm, but we don't know who they were. We just saw them there.
Wag gou, Bonakela, wag gou.
So now the thing is, we also won't know who they are, so we won't be able to follow up.
Yes.
Thing, you see.
Yes.
Because most of these people come and ask to buy cows from you guys, so just check out the scenery. Then they'll come back the night or maybe 3 or 4 days after that. And you must also ask them if they come to ask to buy anything. You must tell them, give me your phone number. Give me your phone number.
Yeah.
I'll call you and let you know how much I ask. So if you call them and they say no, they don't want anything. And so if anything happens, we can go to somebody first, you see. And the thing is, we have to be there immediately also. Because what happens is, these people are sent, like somebody sending them, look, I saw cows there. You come, you go and slaughter the stuff. I'll only come and load the stuff and it's gone. So when that guy is gone or the stuff is gone, we won't find that meat or anything, you see. Maybe if we know about the house, yes, we can go and check by that house, maybe, you see. But we must be specific also that no, people saw people going in there with meat or, you see, like that. We can't just go to somebody's house. You are being suspected, you see. That person can, if he maybe allows, no, you can go to my house or anything, you see, but he has to write in a pocketbook, but we have to have a search warrant actually to go into somebody's house, you see. And even you can't just say, no, I suspect this person. There must be a reason also. So that's why most of the times we don't get suspects, because you don't suspect anyone. And if we come to the crime scene, maybe there was no spurs, there was no leads or anything that we can follow up to. You see, so then we won't be able to get anyone. There's most of the people ask why the doctors never go to court, because there's no suspect, you understand? But because by us it's very hard to get a suspect. Even us, we can get now in the bushes, clothes or anything. Then we send it for DNA, the DNA come back, they say no, it's Tata's thing. Tata can say no, that thing I lost it long time ago. I don't know, you see. So now you know it's Tata's jacket. Yeah. But there's nobody that saw Tata maybe the day before there on that farm. You see, they can say, no, I saw him and he was wearing this jacket, you see. So we can't even charge Tata on that or suspect him or anything, you see. So that's the thing, and most of the people, like, they know who the people sell the meat to, So when even the people that buy the meat know that the meat is stolen, so when they get that meat, they immediately take care of that meat or send it away or go store it at other houses and like that, you see. So when we get there, there's no meat. And the neighbors and everybody, they know, but they won't say anything. And the thing is, all of our families maybe have neighbors that knows about this thing. So you must talk to them. So if there's any suspicions that they have about people, they can tell us and we'll maybe watch that house, and if we see anything, we'll follow up on that, you see. So that is the big problem, because most of the things is these these chisanyamas and butcheries in the location. And most of us go to those chisanyamas and butcheries, you see. And we know what's happening there, we know everybody there, you see. And when we sit there, you hear, even we know, man, this person buys here and there and there, you see. So most of the time, even if we get to that chisanyama, everything is already dried or everything is already in a pot or whatever like that, you see. So we must also, like, if our children or whoever hears of these things, like, there's just Chisanyama knows he's buying stolen meat or anything. He must give you that information, and you might give us, so we'll be able to follow up, you see, so we can gather. And even like vehicles also. The most important thing is, don't just see a white bucket there, get the registration. Don't worry what make or what, but get the registration. If it's near the farm, or you see him maybe standing near the farm at night or like that, you see. If you get the registration, we can follow up on that also, you see. So that is the main thing regarding our investigation also.
So we must protect our farms by, if there's a strange person, ask him his name. If he wants to come and buy something, take his telephone number, get a telephone number. Then we can help the police quickly. If there's vehicles that we don't know, take the registration, take a photo, take the registration number. And then if there 3 or 4 days later there's stuff stolen, then we can give you guys some information and you can follow up. Otherwise, like he says, they have nothing to work on. We must give them some, so we must be alert, not scared, just alert. And then we can help them with information. Bonakele, you wanted to say, gaan jy in Engels kan praat? You must speak the English lingo now.
Ja, ek wys nou hy spore daarso.
Yes.
Die spoor moes hy kom daarso by die mense sê, ek was daarso by daai.
Wanneer was dit?
Hy beeste.
O.
Ja,
Ja, dis 'n mooi spoor, maar wanneer was dit gewees?
nee, nee.
Ja, so meer 3 maande terug.
Ja.
Ja, ja, is niet even een man.
Ja, jy sien ook met hierdie, dit moet dieselfde dag wees of die volgende dag ten minste, dit moet onmiddellik wees.
Yeah, but I mean, I did a scene there where there was spoors, but when we got there, it started to rain. Spoor is gone.
Yeah, so protected like you said,
If it
Johan,
was protected, we could have used
we
it.
could have used it, yeah.
The raindrops fall inside
And-
because how the spoor works, the dockmaster will make a plaster cast of the spoor.
Okay.
And then the spoor is like your fingerprint. It's got unique marks in it. Maybe
Yes.
this guy was standing next to a fire and he was standing on a coal, so it made a mark on his sole. Then when he left that spoor with the plaster cast, he can, and we find the shoe later with the suspect, then he can compare the two and say that this is the spoor I lifted from the scene.
Yes.
This
Wow.
is the tacky that made that spoor. So
Yes.
that's how it works
Yeah.
with the
Yeah.
spoors,
Yes.
basically.
Okay, that's cool. That's a big help. Yeah.
So that's why a spoor is so, and even not only like shoes, even the spoor of a car,
Yes.
they can do the same thing with that.
Yeah.
Plaster cast, and then if we find the vehicle, that tire will definitely have unique marks. Like there
Yeah.
was a screw that was in the wheel, so it make a little hole, so you will pick it up in the plaster.
Yes,
cast.
but not 2 days later. Must be quickly.
No, the spoor must be lifted
Yes,
immediately.
yes.
But I mean, you can find the vehicle a week
Yes, of
later
course.
and then
Yeah.
compare.
But we must give you the spoor fresh or cover it
Yeah.
with a
Especially,
box
like I
and,
said,
and not something flat on top of it. It's like a box, but it must be
yeah, to cover
nothing
the
covering
thing,
it,
and
yeah.
then you close
Touching
up
it.
the sides with some gravel or whatever is available, so that the wind can't get in.
yes,
the box.
yes, yes, yes.
Alter the spoor.
Any other questions? We're still going to do the camera thing. Any questions?
I think also the farmers they've got a problem with when they go to police station, like they are sent back and forth.
Yeah, remember when we gave Mimis, we gave him taxi fare to go to the police station,
Yeah,
and then they send him back. They send him back. He says, "No, you must phone from the farm." That was nogal funny.
They can't tell you that. You can either phone. That's why I say it's very important to phone 10111 because then the call is locked.
Yes.
You get like a number.
Okay.
ID number for that specific complaint.
So 10111 is the number we must
101,
phone.
You
Yes.
must phone. Then it's locked. They will then send it out to a vehicle, and that vehicle must give feedback when he's finished with it.
Yeah.
All that stuff is recorded. So if something happens and like you say now, they came to you but they never opened the case, you can go back to the commander and he
Yes.
can sort out why, what's the problem.
But also our farmers, because we know you on so well, he won't wait for the case number. He will immediately.
Yeah.
So, but they must do that so long and then phone us immediately.
You see,
So
what happened, why we want them to do it immediately, because now you're onto something,
yes,
you get here in Hoegesikkel, you get a suspect, but now
there's
a
no case number.
How do you detain that guy?
Yeah,
You can't put him in the cells. There's
because you're from a different department. That's why you can't do it. You need a normal SAP
normal
case
SAP,
number
They take the first
so that
statement.
you from stock theft can do your job.
Yeah.
Yes. Otherwise, we drop you and the suspect go free. That's
I
why-
want to say they must open a case. A case is a must.
Yes.
If you call us or maybe you call us and there was a stock theft, you must call the police first and open a case, because now you're going to call us, we go out, we get the evidence or whatsoever. That evidence, when we go to book it in, it must have a case number.
Yes.
See the case number. If it doesn't have a case number, we have to keep it by us. Now tomorrow or later we ask, has the case been opened yet? No, nobody. Then we'll call maybe this complainant or the guy that called us.
Yeah.
We'll call him, he'll say, no, we'll go tomorrow after work.
And they never
Tomorrow
go.
he still doesn't go. Then other day, then look at all the resources that we've used. Maybe we call the dog
Yes,
master, we call
yeah.
SRC to take photos and all of that. We used a lot of resources, but now they don't go and open a case. You see, that's why most of the time, most of the people have our numbers. So whenever there's a stock theft, they call us first. then we'll ask them to open a case first. You see, they say no, then say no, call the police so we can open a case. You see, but still we'll go out, we'll do all our at a crime scene, we'll do everything, do investigation, everything. Then we'll wait now for the docket because we have to have the docket also. You see, then we'll go and do whatever we have to do. So most of the time we did all of that. Then 3 or 4 days later, the person never opened the case. Especially in Sanfontein even. Oh, what is this guy? Yeah, but when you go on the R75, yeah, but there's cows there. They never almost open cases. Maybe once. You see, and every time you get there, you do everything, call a dog master and everything. Everybody comes out, then no case.
So it's also important for our farmers, if you have a herder, let him have a phone.
Exactly.
Otherwise at night he can do nothing. I remember there by Mimis, it was the same by Mimis. But we actually think that that guy was involved. But that they said they had no phones, they couldn't phone, they just watched as they lost the goats.
Another thing I wanted to ask is sometimes the cow slaughtered and the skin is left there. Is there anything that can be done with that skin? Maybe fingerprint or...
What we normally do on the scene is, if there's a slaughter place, we will take a meat sample. Or we can ask LCRC to do a swap. So that if we do find a suspect later with meat, we can compare the two. We can compare the meat that we find with it's a DNA test,
DNA, yeah.
with the crime scene. That also places
Sure.
that meat on the
Yeah.
scene.
So there's a lot that can be done. But we need our farmers to work quickly.
Yeah.
Yes.
So meat or blood, we need those on the crime scene
So DNA.
for DNA, so that if we do find a suspect with meat, we can match the two.
How can we? Okay, sorry.
But now regarding that meat also, if we find maybe now a day after that meat at a certain house, we can't arrest that person. We'll take a warning statement, then we'll take that meat and confiscate it, then take pieces of that meat. What dirt we did we gather at the crime scene, then we'll send them away. Then we have to wait for the result now. If the result comes back and is positive, then we'll be able to charge that person.
Yes.
The only other thing that the people must also remember, if we send it away, 24 months?
You.
That's the time we wait, but the farmer can pay for it himself, then it takes 3 weeks, 3 to 6
What does it
weeks.
cost?
About 1,000,
From
8,000.
1,000 up.
Yeah.
Depends
1,000
how many
rand.
samples there
Yes.
It's 3 samples is 1,400.
Yeah. So
Okay,
so that's
yeah.
also something to keep in mind. Then they're gonna have to pay for it themselves, but then it's like 3 weeks and you get your results back. Where if we send it up, anything from 18 months.
In Kwanu, those places where they slaughter, is that still next to the road?
It's quiet now.
Quiet there.
Since December, The last
Okay.
time was December last year.
Okay,
and-
that's
and
good
then it
news.
stopped.
That's good news.
And there was 2 places was behind the airfield and between Kwanu
Dispatch,
and Voices Park.
Voices Park, yes.
Under that power line.
Yeah.
was the other place.
Yeah, I
But
remember.
that totally stopped since December was the last.
Wonderful. So that is also your guys' work because you knew
Yeah,
follow up and
follow up on stuff.
so well done. Okay, then okay, Sanfontein we know. Lapland, what is how do they operate there mostly? Not much.
Lapland is
Quiet.
now.
Okay.
Even mostly was also only maybe like spot slug, 1 cow,
Yeah.
1 goat that these druggies sell for me for drugs
Yeah.
like that. But since then also it's quiet now.
Okay, ROOIHOOGTE, myself.
another thing that I picked up now is that lately the sheep is all ewes.
Is what?
All ewes. They only take female
And take
Oh.
them alive.
and they take them alive. So I think they take these things and they sell them to somebody else, or they take them to go and breed with them. I don't know, because why would you take only ewes and you take them?
Yeah, sure.
That is
And where were the last ones stolen of that, the sheep?
was now 2 year in ROOIHOOGTE.
ROOIHOOGTE.
This weekend.
Yeah, okay.
but-
How many?
They took 2.
Two.
But 1 guy was arrested,
Okay.
and 1 sheep was recovered.
Yeah, wonderful.
And this guy also, when we draw his previous records, he was in 2014 in Wolverfontein court with, I think, 24 sheep.
Yeah. So they'll put him away for a while.
Yeah, well, he was, that case he got 8 years.
Yeah.
So yeah.
So we can win by helping the police. Us, our farmers can win because you guys are working. You want to work, and with vinnig op te tree, to be quick, we can help. And okay, that's on the cattle side. Any more questions on the cattle side? Because I also want to go to the crops.
My problem with the cows, I think he answered me that as we are family, I have to open a case.
Yes.
At the police station. I didn't open a case. I started with him the day, and then we go as far as the farm to show what happens. So I will go this afternoon. I will go and open a case.
When did they steal something from you?
No, not actually.
Oh.
It is a steal. My brother's wife took all the cows. Meanwhile, the cows are not his husband's. It is his husband's cows. They involve my cows and my other cousin and my
Yo.
other cousin. So she took all the cows and she sold the cows to Mr. Mayor. Because
Yo.
Mr. Mayor told the boys who came on the farm that the cows were sold to him. And then he sent this woman back to get the documents.
Yes.
So in that, they phoned me when I came there. The woman was not back yet. When she came back, I was already there.
Yes.
First thing I asked her, where are the documents? Because it's only me who's got
Yes.
a permit on the farm, documents,
Yes.
and the branding documents. I
Yes.
brought everything on the scene.
Yeah.
But she could not produce her own
That's
documents.
also very important that you can tell your guys, please, to mark
Animals.
animals properly.
Yes.
Similar to this case, there's 60 cattle, but they're not marked properly. So now it's between
Yeah.
the family. There's 6 owners between the 60 cattle, and now
Yeah.
they're fighting who's is who. So
Sure.
you
Yeah.
must mark them properly.
Yes, some of my cows are marked, and some of them are not marked yet. The reason that they are not marked, I go to agriculture center to borrow their instruments to brand my cows. But when I came there, the people told me that the trailer disc is expired, so they can't drive the trailer to the farm. That was 2 months back. I'm still waiting.
Yeah.
So my case, I know my cows back.
Yes.
I will tell you that one is mine and that one is mine.
Yeah, and we know
Actually,
Lillian very
it's a
well, so
theft.
we'll also help her as much as
Yes.
we can.
It's a theft.
Theft,
Because
absolutely.
She could not take the cows with Mr. Mayor out of the place they belong.
Yes.
Without informing all the farmer members.
Yes.
So that is the theft, because Mr. Mayor said straight, she sold the cows.
Yes.
In other words, she was stealing our cows.
Yes. Yes, Lillian.
And it's clearly that
Yes.
she was
Yeah,
resisting.
and we as a committee will help you
Yes.
in that. Yes. Okay, crops. Do you guys have crops as well that's being stolen? Because before I cleaned in front there, we found a lot of, wat is dit, pampoene daai tyd, né? A lot of, how do they, hoeveel word nou gesteel van die crops? Nie baie nie. Nie baie nie, so is nie regtig 'n probleem nie. Okay.
Dit val onder die gewoonte.
Okay, maar Herman sê dit is ook nie so groot. Ah, wonderlik. Wonderlik.
So
Ja.
ja.
Okay. Dan, ja. Anything else before we do the cameras? The option on the cameras? Can you tell us a bit about wat is daai?
Okay.
New tech of nee, wat? Navic.
Okay. I'd rather not say anything about the cameras because I'm not clued up with what they can do, but what we do with the cameras is the Navic on the road. say I'm going to make an example of Kirkwood Farm, Mr. Smith. He's got 2 cameras, one coming in and one going out at the lookout.
Yeah, I've seen them, yeah.
Okay, so basically we now know that it takes a vehicle that's driving 100, that's the speed limit there, about 7 minutes. Pass the first one, since he passed the first one and to the second one. So if cattle or sheep has been stolen, then they go and look that previous night. What vehicles was there that took longer than normal? And that's how the cameras help us to get the suspect vehicles. And we've got lots of cases already with that. Then the other cameras that they also do is a camera that you can either buy them at the gun shop. It's like a hunting camera.
Yeah, we sell them as well, yeah.
Yeah.
It takes photos,
Yeah,
actually, yeah.
but they are now, these days you get ones that it takes a
Send to your phone.
Send it to your
Yes,
phone
immediately, yeah.
You can also lock in on that thing. You get some of them that you can put on the pole that works
Yeah.
with
Yes.
solar and stuff. So that definitely that helps us a lot as well, because like by Mr. Smith, he put in on his farm cameras, and immediately when there is people that's not supposed to be there, he knows about it. He can inform us, and then we know to go out and
Yes,
look out.
yeah. So that is an option, it's also something we'll on a later date discuss.
Yeah, I
Okay.
think Gary told me that he did send you quotations or something. I think
Yeah.
on that quotations is it explains to you exactly what the camera can do.
Yeah,
and
it
how-
can flag a number plate, for example.
that's
Yeah,
also-
picks up everything.
yeah.
Actually brings up the number plate and put it somewhere there. And it's being manned as well, so you pay a monthly fee and it's being manned for you, and suspicious number plates. And it's not for one person, we can do a lot, because we can put maybe at the beginning of Heelwag and beginning of the concentration camp or wherever. So that is also an option. Very,
Like I understand, they're going to put one up now there by Amanzi Road.
okay, yeah,
Apparently they're going to put one up there, but that's the guys from the abattoir.
yes, yes, yes,
Stunker.
yeah,
I think I heard they're going to put one
Yes.
up. And they put one up, they're busy today here at Crescent.
yeah. And also that will scare a lot of potential thieves off. That will scare them off. Yeah. Not ones that probably walk, but it will scare off the ones with vehicles.
Because
Yeah.
most of these scenes that we do here, they use a vehicle every time.
Yes.
They can't take 6 sheep or 6 goats
Yeah.
by hand and carry them.
Yeah.
They carry it to a specific vehicle is already waiting.
Yes.
So if you have these cameras, we'll pick up the
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Great. Johan, baie dankie. So nog iets is, Bonakelle? Last word for you in Afrikaans.
Ja, papa.
Ja, prys die Here. Lekker.